Ladies and gentlemen, dear health seekers, welcome to the sixth information in the sixth week of my light nutrition experiment with less than 500 calories a day. Once again, as a reminder, my name is Manfred Bruer. I am the author of the book Grow Old, Stay Healthy. I promised you at last time to present an interim report today. What are my previous findings? First, realization. Realization, sorry, my broken English. Realization. A life with 500 calories or less a day is permanently possible without vitality restriction. But this statement is already a sensation. Second, realization, the light nutrition leads to health. This was the experience from the 101 years old non-aging philosopher Wilhelm Fiebinger. He said, "At 70, I felt the limitations of old age with different diseases. Then I changed my life fundamentally. Today, at the age of 101, I feel more comfortable and vital than at the age of 70. Result? A lifestyle change can lead to the highest quality of life. What's more highest quality of life if you are in health? The third realization. The little food portions you eat must have the highest quality. Vegetable food, fresh and as far as possible unprocessed. No spices, no salt, no sugar, no fat, no oils and no sauces. Eating degenerated by cutting is unsuitable. Fourth realization, eating and drinking only in small portions. So the stomach shrink back to normal or smaller. Fifth realization, no food after 6 p.m. The nocturnal regeneration of all internal organs is one of the most important activities of health. After evening eating, I felt the next morning a lot of different limitations. The sixth realization, try to reduce eating bugs. Eating bugs are the main cause of obesity, rheumatism, cardiovascular diseases and diabetes too. The sixth insight is therefore also the most important. It's important to look for the systematics of eating attacks and then master them. First, classification of eating attacks. Do not take flavoring agents. What are flavoring agents? Salt, sugar, spices, glutamate, and all food supplements identified by E numbers. This stimulates the taste buds and then lead to uncontrolled overconsumption. Therefore, raw vegetable food without additives is so important. The omission of flavorants then leads back to a return to a wonderful taste of natural food. The eighth. Second, classification of eating attacks. The filling receptors of the stomach. These receptors give this information to the brain if they are not filled. The signals then is hunger. This leads to the following problems. Too large portions will stretch the stomach. All the next meal the portions must be even larger so that the filling receptors give rest and signal to hunger. Some patients have not way out and they have their stomach reduced at an operation. The most prominent patient was the German foreign minister Sigmar Gabriel, who reduced his body weight by 25 kilograms after this operation. But it would be so easy. The eating of small portions leads to a small stomach. This reduction needs at a 40 years old man approximately 3 weeks, for a 70-year-old approximately 5 or 6 weeks. Third system of eating attacks, the conditional reflex after Ivan Pavlov. The Russian Nobel Prize winner discovered more than 100 years ago that there is a connection between appetite and external signals. One signal can be, for example, the time. If you always eat at 12 o'clock noon, you suddenly feel hungry at 12 noon. Even the cells have enough food. All optical stimuli in the supermarket are designed for this conditional reflex. You go to the supermarket without hungry. In the supermarket you feel hungry after the optical stimuli. The solution of the problem get rid of all optical, acoustic and temporal stimuli. Abolish the regular meal times. Only buy fresh vegetable and fruits on the market and no longer expose themselves to the visual appeal of supermarket packaging. Only eat when the stomach growls, but then the fruit or vegetable salad in the fridge should be prepared so that you do not rush to bad food. Dear madams, dear mademoiselle, dear health seekers, if you dominate these three systems of eating attacks, you dominate 90% all of the civilization diseases. Sixth realization, a life without reduced food is only possible without negative stress. Negative stress leads to feeling attacks. One of the most important measures before the beginning of food reducing is to reduce every negative stress. Only then can life succeed with light food. The yogis and Buddhist monks show it us. But we do not have to become yogis and monks to get light food. Harmony in our everyday life is in the Western world can lead to the same result. First, get rid of dependencies. Get rid of dependencies. How did Wilhelm Fiebinger say? This man is not rich having much money. This man is rich who needs no money. Second, look for harmony in your shop, in your job. If you have no harmony, change your job. Sometimes you must reduce your income. But it's not a problem if you need a less income. Third, look for private harmony. In the worst case, this can also lead to a change of partner. Fourth, change the modern way, always bigger, always higher, always more and more. Reduce noise and the flood of information. Or as Wilhelm Fiebinger said, modesty instead of abundance, silence instead of noise. Dear madam, dear sir, dear health seekers, my self-imposed goal is not yet reached. You can see that nothing has changed as the belt since last time. You see, it's the same belt, must be a little bit more strange. It stagnates. However, it should be reduced by another 6 centimeters because the reduction of the abdominal fat is important for good health. In the wild, an animal with a fat belly would not survive a day. It would be too slow to flee from the hunter. In modern humans, natural has come up with something different. In the man's abdominal fat, estrogens are produced, and this estrogens reduced the sperm quality. So this man reduce her own reproduction. Therefore, I have now come up with another attack on the belly fat as long as prana 2 until the fat will be reduced. Prana 2, that would be less than 250 calories a day. What I am going to do, first until 12 o'clock daily, I eat nothing or drink only the good spring water with a little splash of apple juice. At the stomach crawling around noon, I eat a small portion of fruit. The portions would be about the size of these small bowls. The fruit portion then has about 60 calories, not more. In the afternoon again, after the stomach crawling, not earlier, either the same portion of fruit again or a mixed drink of beetroot, carrot and apple and the good spring water. Finished. That's all. Sugar, salt, fat and spices are strictly forbidden because they would stimulate digestion. Digestion. Dear Madam, dear Sir, dear health seekers, see you next Monday evening. Stay healthy. Yours, Manfred Bruer. Bye bye.